Hey guys, uh, welcome back to Western Slope Bigfoot. So there was some stuff that went on that I wanted to take just a sec to talk about before we investigate this area back here. I don't say too much in the way of structures, but anyway, I went on the Granby expedition. I found a lot of really great structures, a lot of vocals, a lot of wood knocks. I got 4 videos out of that before I came up and around back up into where I live, and so I made the videos, got everything all set up, made the videos, posted them to my YouTube. I currently have another one uploading at home right now from the footprint that I found, and a lot of people were, oh, it's human. No, it's Sasquatch. And to me, myself, I think it's Sasquatch, honestly. They were talking about how the toes were kind of smashed in, and that don't matter, because when you're in the mud, especially these type of Sasquatch that are in this area, they have a footprint. They leave a footprint like, it looks just like human footprints. Every area, go to the east, go more towards Utah, each little sector and area have different type of Sasquatch. Their feet are a little bit different, but up here they look like human footprints. And I'm sorry guys if you hear the side by side. There's a 4-wheel drive road about a quarter of a mile that way, so and everybody's cruising up that road, so, and it sounds like they're right on me. Anyways, but this footprint is, there was like 3 sets of footprints in this muddy area way above Granby. It was very remote area, and there's little tiny footprints with the toes. You can see them, but I casted the one footprint because it had really good toes. It was in really good shape. But people were saying just because the toes were kind of crunched up on the side, it looked like it'd been wearing shoes all its life. That's not necessarily true. When they step into the mud, and as they pivot forward, their toes are going to kind of push up next to the ball of their feet. And I could see if that was a flat foot in a flat ground and a little bit of mud, because I kind of know the difference between human and Sasquatch. They are very similar. You can get them mixed up. It had a really good metatarsal break. Anyways, so I usually post my findings and my pictures and my videos and everything up on social media, Facebook. I get a lot of views on Facebook, which is awesome. There's a lot of people there. Got back from Granby, started sharing my videos, and I did. For some reason, I was banned. I got banned from all the groups on Facebook. It really doesn't make any sense, other than Facebook was trying to silence me, because even on my own group, I can't post it on my own group. So I was banned for 3 days, instantly banned, and I'm like, well, this sucks. This is really shitty, because I like to share and try to educate people and try to share my knowledge, because I've got some of the best stuff out there. Any haters watching this, prove me wrong. And I try to get the best shit. I really know how to track these guys. I know where they're at. I go to post on social media, got banned for 3 days instantly. I'm like, okay, well, I wait for 3 days. 3 days is up. I go to post on the groups. It went through one group, it went through the second group, sharing my videos and pictures. I hit a third group. Instantly banned me until the 9th of September. It goes against Facebook's community standards. So Sasquatch material, Sasquatch evidence goes against the community standards of Facebook. That don't make no sense. And I think they're just trying to silence me. Number 2, I probably had some really jealous researchers out there. You researchers out there, you need to learn how to work together. You learn from each other, different techniques, different styles, different ways of attracting these guys, different, just to bring in the evidence instead of hating on one another for fame and fortune, which I'm entirely sick of. And because I get more haters from researchers, other researchers, instead of learning, they'd rather hate on you on this subject. Since when is Sasquatch a hateable subject? Since when do people hate each other over Sasquatch? Unless you're trying to get rich, or you're trying to become the more famous than Donald Trump himself. And I'm sorry, it really pisses me off. But you researchers out there that may be watching this, knock your shit off, man. Start learning from each other. Work together. We're all in this together to find out the species of the Sasquatch, the dogman, and the other creatures that I've witnessed out in the forest. Come on, man. So, stop hating on each other. Learn from one another. Plain and simple. If there's a guy out there that's got shit or he's hoaxing, leave it at that. He's a hoaxer. Whatever. You ain't got to hate on him. You ain't got to be a piece of shit towards him. He didn't kill your family. He didn't shoot up the town. He ain't dealing drugs to your kids. And he's not shoving drugs down your daughter's fucking throat. You know what I mean? Leave it. But I have been reported on Facebook because I kind of think there's some really jealous individuals that don't like the fact that I'm posting up all this good stuff. And I'm just trying to show. I'm trying to educate. I'm just trying to show people I'm trying to show people evidence, I'm trying to educate people. I am not an expert. If you say you're an expert, you're full of shit. There ain't nobody out there that's an expert. Nobody knows shit about Sasquatch. Everything is a theory. Until you come up and you're shaking hands with Sasquatch, and then you sit there and say, so, I want to know why you made these structures. Then you're an expert. Just like an elk. You know how an elk is. You're right next to an elk. You can sit there and observe an elk or a bear. Okay, you can be a bear expert, an elk expert, an outdoors expert. Stop saying you're a Sasquatch expert. I know a lot about Sasquatch. I'm not an expert. Everything that I have is theories. It's not a definitive truth. That's how it is. That's what they do. It's just acknowledgement throughout the years of experience that I have of being out here in the great outdoors. I spent my entire life out here. And I've been through miles and miles of wilderness, life-threatening shit, circumstances. Why do you think I'm packing? Have people give me shit because I'm packing. That's my God-given right. I'm a country boy. It doesn't mean I carry a gun because I'm going to shoot an animal or I'm going to shoot a Sasquatch. You need protection out here. When something's coming at you like a moose or a bear or something, you need something to scare it off. If it's not going to get scared off, you're going to die unless you have a little bit of giddy up on your hip to take that creature down or animal down or whatever. But anyways, enough ranting. I'm just really pissed. It's disheartening. It makes me feel like I don't want to share shit with the world anymore. But what keeps me going is I got over 2,000 subscribers. And that's what's weird. I got over 2,000 subscribers and I don't get that many hits when I post a video. I just find that odd. But it doesn't matter. I want to share my stuff with the world and educate, show what I've got. I get really good stuff. And I'm just really sick and I'm fed up and I'm pissed off. I'm tired of people talking shit. Now I'm being reported and kicked off of social media for Sasquatch. Are you kidding me? It's really disheartening. It really is. I'm sick of it. All the good guys out there get no fucking credit. Sorry for my lingo. And all the jackasses get all the credit in the goddamn world. You know what I mean? I'm a really good guy. I try to get out here and show you guys really good stuff. And maybe even film some wildlife if I run into any wildlife out here, because I love the wildlife. Really do. I love the outdoors, getting away from people. But anyways, guys, we're gonna research this area. I come up to this little spot and I just find it extremely weird what I'm looking at right there. And this is stuff that Sasquatch will do. I don't know why they do such a thing, but I will show you what they do. So let me hang it up here and let's get to researching. Again, sorry for the rant. It's bullshit what's happening to me. Straight up. This is what I wanted to show you. It's a body pillow. It's half buried in all of this debris, all of these needles and stuff. This is typical of what Sasquatch will do. They'll come in and they'll steal stuff from people and they'll go bury stuff. They found entire cars buried. And here's the fluff out of it. But there's a pillow under there that's been buried. That's crazy. That's typical Sasquatch activity right there, guys. And I wanted to say another thing too. A lot of guys don't believe in the name Bigfoot. It's like, get over it. My organization's called Bigfoot, Western Slope Bigfoot. Bigfoot is a name from the foreign people that came into this area, and it is known as Bigfoot. They don't believe in it. They don't think it's right. Blah, blah, blah. It's horseshit. Sasquatch, Yowie, Bigfoot, wood booger, all the different names of these creatures in these areas, they all mean one thing. Sasquatch, Bigfoot, they all mean the same thing for this creature. And a lot of guys sit there and say, oh, I don't believe in the name Bigfoot, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's really stupid. You know, there's a lot of guys that have their name, their research name is whatever Bigfoot. It all means the same thing. Sasquatch is a native term out of, I can't remember the name of the tribe right offhand, out of the western area of Canada. And it's not entirely Sasquatch. It's kind of said a little bit different. We put in the term Sasquatch ourselves. But we'll kind of investigate back here a little bit. It doesn't look like it looks like there's a path running straight up this way. I don't see a heck of a lot of structures. This is the area where the big black $10,000 drone was staring at me. I was more on that side of the mountain. And a military helicopter come up with a guy in fatigues staring at me. It popped up out of nowhere. But yeah, what's going on here? I'm up. God, man, I'm a 45-minute drive back up in here. Look at these logs all been stacked here. There ain't no human that comes back in here, period. Looks like a feeding area. This is what it looks like when you get into an area that the Sasquatch has been feeding at. This massive area of pine cone shavings. Look at this. This was either a structure sitting here and they tore it down, or they stacked these random logs that aren't even from here down here. That's crazy. This is far away from where humans would trek. Yeah, there's a four-wheel drive road almost a mile away now. But nobody comes up in here and does anything. What are they? I'm the only one. That's another thing that really pisses me off. People say, oh, you say nobody goes up there, but yet there's you. Yeah, because I'm a Sasquatch researcher and I'm crazy enough to walk miles back into the woods off trail. Get over it. Shut your goddamn smart mouth up, because I'm really sick of it. Nobody comes back here. Nobody comes back here. I'm telling you. Every great once in a while somebody may trek back up in here. For the most part, you ain't gonna find nobody back here. There's a nice juicy X right there. That's awesome, isn't it? and it's near an area that's, I think, private property. Way cool. I come up and I'm really deep back here in this forest, and I've never been back here before. Like I said, I'm going to a lot of areas I've never been, and it's quite the hike, but it's a drive back in here. Nasty little road. I see a hell of a view from up here. There's the other road. I think that road is goes to some private property way out there. There's the mountain. There's a long peak, I think. I'm gonna scout around here and see what I can find. This area, they might be just moving through. They don't stop, they just kind of move through. 'Cause I don't know what kind of water source is up here. I haven't seen any game back here yet, so I really don't know. We'll just kind of look around a little bit and see what we see. It's definitely a very desolate area. There's a big hole right there. Maybe an old tree fell or something. You got there's trees. Also, those trees get smaller because it's up getting higher in elevation. I'm up here quite a bit in elevation. I don't know what kind of, like the cat or bear population is up here. I keep my eyes peeled. I made it to the top of this ridge. Oh man, there's no air up here. It's probably about 9,500 feet up here, give or take. And I'm gonna go look, make my way around and go look down on the woods here. There's a couple more spots I want to hit, so I'm gonna make my way back down around to the car and see if I can what kind of evidence I can find. I don't see any prints. I'm already seeing an axe and some structures. I don't think these guys are real big and up and through here, honestly. Whoa, almost went down. Ow, that hurt. There's a juicy little little one. Bottom part is on this side, top part's on that side. See what I can find. I think my camera work is getting a little bit better, isn't it, guys? Oh, fuck. Man. There's a path right through here. Game trail, Sasquatch will use those. Looks like a footprint right here. I'll flatten out right here. Interesting. Look at this. This amazing little seat right here. It's been all brushed out. You can see pieces of moss. You can see the little piles. It's all been brushed out right here. This is where Sasquatch will sit. And you know what's funny? What's next to this here? It's just a nice little brushed out area. Next to this is a little structure right here. Look at that little structure. Got all these sticks making like a little X's, and like it looks like there's a couple of X's laying right on top of each other, kind of like a star structure maybe. And look at this. Look at this, has all been brushed out right here. You see the piles of dirt coming up over here? This is something Sasquatch will do. There's a deer track running through it. I'm sure the deer will use it. Deer don't typically do that, go their way. Got two little spots right next to each other with this little tiny structure right here. And they got these really cool seats, like probably some of the best seats that are just so brushed out. And you got this bend right here. I'm getting closer to the little four-wheel drive road, I think. But and you got these little X's. All the structures in here are little. Look at the little X right here. This is something that they do. It's a small X, and they always got to put one side on the other side of the tree, and this side's on this side. Another little X. That side is on this side of the little tree. This side's on this side. And down here on the bottom, you got an X. So you got this triple X going on. You don't see that often. They must be just little guys up in here, because even the forest, like, this is a big tree in here. It's real thick and just full of these little lodgepole pines. Nothing real big, no big structures. See, this is some manipulation by them. Look at how this is weaved into this fork right here, coming on this side. This is on this side, and this has been weaved up in through that side of the fork. Oops, I hope I didn't destroy one of their structures. There's another X right there. Another X. And again, the top is on one side and the bottom part is on the other side. Isn't that amazing? So there's some structures in here, but they're small, meaning they're smaller beings. They got to be smaller guys. Like I said, in this area I'm at, I'm very high in elevation. Look at this big mound of old pine shavings. There's another X right there. Now here's some more manipulation. See this? How this is put into that fork. These two. Isn't that cool? And this has been bent, coming up on that side, weaved up on this side. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, never mind. False alarm. I heard a tree. I heard some kind of, I thought was a vocal. Listen there for a minute. And it was a tree creaking as if the wind blowing on it. There's the road down there. There hasn't been anybody passed on it yet for a while. Guess I'm going to turn back around because the road gets real bad that way, and I'm in my forward edge, so there's another little X. Okay, well, I'm back at one of my other areas. We're gonna go see if this little frog has been moved. And it's a frog that I had left here a while back. So we'll see if anything's messed with it. There's a couple of good structures up here. That's why I left it up here. A bunch more holes since I was last here. The Sasquatch, they stick pine cones in here, and I think they do that. Store them for the winter time. There's definitely more though. Because this isn't done. This is a Sasquatch feeding area. They sit here and they eat pine cones because there's no way squirrels. So look at all the pine cones that are stashed in that hole right there. That one's full of pine cones. That's the shit that Sasquatch does, guys. That's what I'm telling you. They come in here and they must do this kind of thing for the winter as they're passing through. Each one of these are full of pine cones. See that? Squirrels didn't do that. Sorry. They stashed those pine cones in there. There's actually been researchers, I don't remember where I've seen that at, but talking about how they stash pine cones, and my dad used to tell me about that. They stash them in these holes. They fill all these holes up full of pine cones. Try to tell people that, but people are just negative and closed-minded and say different. Whatever. I know what's up. And they've been here. Definitely been here. There's my structure. It looks like my frog is laying on the ground. There's my frog right there, laying on the ground. So we're gonna take him. I think last time I had him sitting up there. Who knows, the wind or something maybe knocked it off. If I can get him in there, get him in there good where he's not gonna fall off. Excuse me, guys. Allergies. Anyways, I'm probably gonna end the video off. Bye, froggies. Enjoy many more nights out here. Obviously, they don't either like you or they just haven't been in this area. So, I'm probably gonna end the video off here. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it here, I guess. Thank you for watching. Stay positive, and shoot, man, by all means, share my stuff. Share it on social media. You know, after all, I can't do that anymore. Apparently, I got reported. Facebook silencing me. Blah blah blah. It's pretty disheartening. It really is. I didn't expect Sasquatch to be so hateful, the subject. But all I gotta say to all you jackasses that may have done some kind of negative towards me, I'm not gonna stop doing this. I'm really not. It's just disheartening. I can't share it with more people. Unless maybe somehow I can get more subscribers, and I can get a good amount of subscribers and people can come and watch my stuff and really enjoy it. But thank you so much. Please subscribe and share, and tickle the bell icon. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Bye now.